Big clean.
Meeting is being live streamed. All right.
So, directing to YouTube.
There we go. I think
Ah.
we're on.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep it clean. No
All
swearing.
right.
None of
Keep
this.
it,
or
Jose, keep
this.
it clean, man. That was just terrible.
Change your names. You need your character names. 'cause
And then,
uh,
of course, that reminds me of a joke that I cannot say right now. If you remind me,
Yes.
I'll say it.
Mhm.
All right. So I forgot if I gave you the treasure last time. Did we? Because you guys went into the storeroom, the secret door. You
Yeah,
found
we
that.
got
Yeah,
a bunch
we-
of
Secret
coins.
volcano lair.
Secret volcano. And I gave you, it was like 400 silver, 600 gold.
Yeah.
And I put a bow and arrows in there and a couple of daggers. Did I give you that? Or did I forget to give you that?
Yeah, I made Petrie carry all that. You know, he did. I made Petrie carry the majority of that. So Petrie is loaded up.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't write the daggers.
No, I think the daggers are new.
Yeah, so I might have forgotten that. Yeah, it's one bow marked with, it's an elven bow. You can see the carvings and the design is clearly that, and a quiver arrows also of similar design with carving along the
I think the daggers are new.
and maybe the steel heads have designs on them, and then two long elven knives. All right, so let's go to the map.
So this is where Legolas died.
Yeah.
You're picking up his
Exactly.
loot. Yeah.
For his sister, Legolas.
And of course, in the meantime, the entire party is split.
Yes, yeah, there, we also have that.
Hang on.
That's right. We were in a. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Let me see.
Yeah, we should make the party.
Hellborn and Trumbull were in a different place than the rest of the.
Correct. Let me see if I can move it because it's going to be easier if I move the screen. Let's stop the share for a moment and just move it closer to me because it'll minimize the player windows when you share. So it's actually better to have it all together. I guess this is the best way to do it. There we go. Can you see it now?
See.
Excellent. All right. Okay. So now it's way bigger on my screen. All right. So yes, actually we had, can you see the circle cursor thingy? You guys, it was Helvorn and Tromwell had climbed up the chimney from the previous level because Kervork triggered a trap when you were attacked by zombies, and the ceiling collapsed, trapping Tromwell and Helvorn on one side, while the rest of the guys were on the other side. And so Tromwell and Helvorn climbed up the chimney, made their way south. You found a portcullis, and you can, catching a glimpse beyond the grill, right? You see a section where you can lift it as a gate, and there's stuff beyond what you can see of the room, right? But the place is littered with bones, right? And you have your own light source because I believe you lit a torch once you made your way up. And so just beyond the gleam of the torch, you catch a faint reddish light coming from the back of this room with the columns and the bones and stuff. And meanwhile, the rest of the party is on this side of the level, having come up these set of stairs, then explored this way where they found a giant skeleton. And then they decided not to engage with that. And,
No, because we still have that invisibility to undead operational on us.
Who has it still on?
Petrie and myself and Lazo.
And Laszlo. Okay. Yeah. So you're the guys upstairs, right? And so, there was this door which is locked, and that's the little dot that you see there. And I think you listened and didn't hear a thing. So you went north and discovered this secret doorway into the storeroom. And I believe that is where we are.
That's right.
Yes.
We just loaded Petrie up.
Yep.
Right.
Good old sturdy Petrie.
Petrie, your
torchbearer,
henchman, torchbearer, treasure bearer, dwarf.
Right. At this point, is he still able to carry a torch and carry all this stuff?
Well, it's a lot of loot, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of loot, isn't it?
We're sort of playing loosey-goosey with the encumbrance, right? And so we're assuming it's just
he's a dwarf.
Right?
Oh, he's a dwarf. Okay.
But he's sturdy and is a dwarf. And so he has the bow and arrows and stuff like that, and a couple of daggers. That doesn't seem overwhelming, right? He should be able to carry a couple of daggers, a quiver, and a bow, but he also has
our rations, our clothes, our extra armor.
The books, yeah. No. The books, yeah. Double scale, Petrie. You'll get double scale for this, I promise.
Plus his axe, right? So
and a super industrial hairdryer.
Anyhow, but yeah, so we're here, and I think we're going to head to the door that is north, for lack of a better word.
Yep.
That was our plan. So
all right. So check real quick. Something here. Okay. So just give me listen checks, right? Which I believe are 1 and 6, unless the thief has better odds.
Let the thief do, okay. Well, but we each team needs to do it separately, though, right?
Well, let's see what the other team is doing, right? They are listening at the door to the north. You guys, what are you doing? You see the portcullis, you see the glow, you see this door over here.
Okay, would this be discern noise? Would that qualify under that?
All right. Yes.
Okay, so I'm 5 and 12.
It's pretty good.
Okay. I tell Haldorn that eerie glow yonder. Methinks the door would probably be a better choice.
Agreed. Let us try that first.
Does the door look how does the door look? Like that door on to the east?
I think these doors are wooden rather than stone.
They're not iron shod. They're not no weird carvings. No.
I think it matches the decor here, right? It doesn't look like it's been replaced or anything, but I think that the only real steel door is probably the one that you saw downstairs at the level that you came in that you couldn't open.
Okay.
I think that was a stone door, I believe.
Is there any lock on this door? Any visible lock on this door?
No.
Okay. Let's just Trumbull just kicks it open. Axe in hand.
Nice.
Even without Kerberg there to goad him. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You're there in spirit, my friend.
So
I was gonna say, yeah, you're in his head now.
So what did Laszlo roll? I can't read it.
Oh, it's a 9.
It's a 9.
Yeah,
Okay, so nothing comes through for you to hear. Are you opening the north door then?
Of course we are.
Yeah,
Of course you are.
Yeah.
And so
who's going to open it? I mean, Peter's got his hands full.
That's a good question. Who's opening the door?
I mean, I'll open the door.
All right, that's all.
Even though Petrie was making so much noise, I couldn't hear what was going on.
That's true.
And so you find yourself in this other chamber, right? It's just like the others. The floor is glowing at the cracks between the flagstones, right, are growing with this greenish light. But the light from your torches sort of diminishes that once you illuminate the room. And so this is another empty chamber. It doesn't seem to be anything here. And by this time, the other guys can see the door at the end, right? And you see some stairs going up, Helvorn and Tromwell, and
Ta-da!
Kervork and company see a door to the north and a door to the west.
Well, do you listening at the door thing again there?
I suppose. Can you keep
Which
your man quiet?
Which
I'll tell you
door
what,
are you checking it? Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna roll dice. I'm actually gonna check the north door.
Nice.
Fine. You know what? I'm gonna check the other ones. Let's speed this thing up. Okay.
Right. So Tromwell and Helvorn, there's a door at the top of the stairs, another wooden door.
I'll listen at it.
Yeah.
I got a 2 for my listen.
I got a 5. That's on the dot.
Nice.
And listening is a D12, right? Or is it D6?
If you can do a D12 and then you have 2 and 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. As a normal person. Oh, I'm hearing something. I think I got a. Oh no, I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm not hearing anything. I'm not hearing this door. Petrie, be quiet.
See, what did I tell you?
Yeah. So Helvorn hears muffled conversation, which he hasn't heard in this tower so far.
Something.
What did you hear?
I think there's some people beyond. Be ready.
People
They're
in this
speaking.
accursed place.
Well, better have your axe ready. And I open the door for Tromwell.
Okay, so you try, but it's locked.
Oh,
And so the door just slams right at you hear the door and Kervork, suddenly the door you're listening at just makes this
Whoa.
noise.
Lazo,
Almost.
Petrie, get ready.
they know we're here.
There's
Break
somebody
it down.
What the hell did you do?
God
Again,
damn,
Lazo, let's go north.
I
Go,
kick it
go.
open. I try to kick it open.
I'm trying to push Lazo out of the way to get
Go
out.
for it.
I'm at the north door.
Do
I know. I'm running. Oh my God, they're coming through.
Wait, what's the
What?
percentage? Do I
What
need
did
to
you
roll a
do?
percentage or something?
yeah, let's not belabor the point too much. Let's just say that you break open the door, right? And as you bust it open,
You probably have to bust it open with your axe, right? Because it's locked.
even better.
Yeah, my
Ah!
what in the
Oh.
yeah.
Goddamn cockroaches! Ah!
Tromwell, I'm glad to see you. You scared the hell out of me. I'm glad you guys are all right.
And you surprised us.
All right, so we get a free attack.
Yeah.
All right. Is everybody safe?
Did I hear anything at the north door?
no noises at
nothing.
north door. No.
Ah,
And by the way, I rolled random encounters like beforehand, right?
Oh.
So I'm just in case. So if you don't see me rolling, it's because I already rolled.
Hey, hey, Petrie, that's a nice bow you're carrying. It looks bigger than you too. Mind if I take a look?
He looks at Kervork and
sure, let him
hands
take a
to
look.
Yeah,
You want to carry it all day?
yeah. Petrie says you want the arrows too.
Sure, why not?
There you
Sure.
go.
You said there was a dagger,
2.
right,
Two,
Eloy? There's 2 daggers.
2 daggers. Yes.
I think I might inspect those.
Right, so he hands
Any-
them to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything special about them?
Again, they look really nice. They got these nice carvings on the wooden handles, right? It's like a little vine with some leaves, like very fine detail, and it sort of continues on the blade as well. And they're very
The
nicely.
leaves of glory and
See,
whatnot.
this is what
Kind of. It's a leaf-shaped blade, right? So it's
this is what I like about elves. They understand craftsmanship.
right, and so it's a nicely balanced. Looks pretty good.
But
No
does
writing
it
on it, what do you
work
say?
in
I
war?
will slide those into my belt.
Nice.
But does it draw blood in battle?
I'm sure we'll
Remains to be
find out
seen.
soon enough.
Kill this, kill that. Anyhow, well, it's good we're all back, but we've got stuff to do here, guys. We only got so much time to do it. So, chop chop.
And so,
Whoa,
so
whoa.
you heard nothing at the northern door? Is it locked?
It is not locked.
I didn't hear anything, and
No.
I don't think it's locked.
So I knock an arrow and I let Cromwell and Kerwork fight for the.
Cromwell kicks it open, axe in hand. Ah!
Oh, look, it's dirt.
All the subtlety. What happens?
All right. And so when you kick it open, this section is not glowing with the usual greenish glow between the cracks because it's not paved. It's actually it's like a cavern, right? It seems to have been carved out of the stone, but not worked like the rest of the rooms are, right? It's been left in a more natural state, right? But you notice carved steps going up, and what's the everybody roll a d6.
Uno.
Ah, there you go.
Dos.
Everybody got a 1. That's awesome.
No, I got a 2. I got a 2.
I got a 1 also.
Cool.
I genuinely meant I did get 2.
So when you reach this northern part of the cavern, you notice that there is a section of the wall which looks to be a different color, right, on the eastern wall.
What do you
Jim,
think, Laszlo?
do you have a special, Laszlo has a special rate for finding secret doors? Because I always forget.
I feel like I do.
I believe you do, but I always forget, and it's just like, how do I ask him if he knows, if he has a higher rate of secret doors without asking him if he has a,
No, there's not a thief skill for that.
that used to
What?
be an
No,
elf thing, is what it used to
Yeah.
be, but I don't know if they gave it to to thieves.
Silently open locks. No, I recall having.
It's nothing for
This.
concealed doors or anything like that.
Yeah, because we've used it before.
I think it's just a 1 in 6 for everybody.
Yeah, if it's a 1 in 6, that's what everybody has.
Okay, wait a second. The monk detects secret doors, base 3 and 6.
Oh,
So let's see if the
Okay.
scout gets it.
Go Pepe, rules line.
Well, I have a great PDF reader, so that's about it. The assassin gets it, and the legend, the main. So it sounds like, here you go, purloiner. So
Okay.
probably
Climb,
scout is up
decipher,
next.
discern noise.
Scout.
Yeah, there you go, scout.
Yeah.
Detect secret dours, 3 in 6 chance.
Oh,
wow.
there we
There
go.
we go.
So now I know that.
All the
50%,
thief
that's
subclasses get it.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, they do,
What,
okay.
50%? That's good.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
good. And so that's what you have. Stairs going up. And here we have a discolored wall, which is clearly some sort of secret passage.
Hey,
Hmm.
guys. Over here, you'll see
Ah,
discolored rock. It's different from other rock. and I'll feel around the edges of it. Is there a draft at all?
Perhaps a secret passage.
A draft,
Mm-hmm.
like up the
Like, is there
stairs
air? Is there air moving past the door, like through the door?
through the secret door?
Uh-huh.
No, I'm gonna say
No?
no,
Okay.
not
So
enough
Laszlo's
to
just
to
gonna look
detect.
like a fool, putting his hands along the edges, but then pushes it.
Okay. So yeah, so it opens up into a it's kind of a narrow passageway, correct?
Oh.
So
a
it's you're
butcher
gonna have to
chute.
go single file if you.
Wait a minute, Traumwell. Before we
Cromwell
go,
shall lead the way.
good. But before we go, let me just cast this on you again. I want to make sure that the undead. Oh, yeah. So I'm able to cast invisibility to undead on Traumwell.
No, none hold secrets better than the dead.
I'm gonna cast it back on Traumwell and Hellborn successfully.
Nice.
So they are as long, but just remember, if you see something that's dead, just don't attack anything, okay?
Or undead. Just
undead. Yeah, well, undead at least, Just be careful,
let's
Trumbo.
just be safe. Don't attack doors either. That seems to
Well,
be a thing.
Let us head down the passage.
I don't think
Right.
Go ahead, Trumbo first.
So
Let us take the hindmost. I just go in.
all right. So the passage keeps going south and keeps going and going.
It's the Energizer passage.
It's the Energizer until you hit the back of what seems to be a wall, right? And when you push through, you find that you are actually confined to a door, and you see that it has an opening in it with iron bars, right? So like a viewport, right? Like you could walk up to it and look inside.
Like a jail cell.
Like a
jail cell.
watchhole, like a.
Correct.
Yeah.
But in the meantime,
It's like a murder hole, or like.
No, it's a jail cell, right? And it's a very small
like
room.
A glory hole.
You said one thing, but that's what I heard.
It's up.
Like a murder hole. Okay.
It's
a PG channel there, Trumbo.
Depends on they could be synonyms, depends on the situation. All right.
It's like a murder hole. Okay.
But listen, is this a 10 by 10 room that we're in right now?
Basically.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So we're not all in there really, but so what can you see through the?
Oh, you see beyond, and you can see an identical door on the side, and you sort of lean over and you see another hallway.
Can you open that one, Trumwell?
I grab the bars and I try to open the door.
Right. So the door, this one is actually not locked. So you manage to push it, but these
Rips it off the hinges.
are heavy doors, right? And so the hinges are iron and steel. And so when you push it, it makes this noise, right? And it does this very obvious noise.
The drawbridge of Castle Grayskull.
Right. What languages do you guys speak again?
Goblin and elf.
Speak Latin.
I got thieves' cant.
I speak Orc.
Oh, come on, Trumbo doesn't even speak common.
Right. And
Cromwell speaks in words none but the brave can understand.
Speaks English as well as I do, or common as well as I speak English.
When Cromwell breaks the door, he sees a figure in the cell across, right? Like there's a face pops up to look through the port, right? And then it sort of hunkers down behind the door.
What, somebody?
Yes.
Did
It's a quick
anyone see what Trumwell just saw?
it's a quick glimpse, right? You didn't, all you saw it's a pale face, no beard, right? And then suddenly it's just an impression. You really didn't get much.
Did anyone else catch that?
No, your head was in the way. What'd you see?
Damn it to hell! What direction was that in?
Say again?
What direction was that in?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's this one.
Hell is down.
The one just across from the one you're exiting at.
Let us give pursuit to these grave robbers.
It sounds like they're locked in the cell, no? He saw it in the hallway or in the cell across?
No, in the cell across.
So it sounds like they're locked in there. And you get,
Oh,
Okay.
gosh, we're in a dungeon. How horrible. Ah, I just realized where we are.
how would
awful.
somebody be alive for such a long time locked in a cell like that?
Well,
Indeed,
maybe they're actually somebody's keeping him prisoner.
in this accursed place.
Or is keeping him
so
dead.
so we're still Eloy behind the top door, right?
Yeah, Jorge just Trumbull just opened the door, right? So
Okay,
you,
so
you
we
have
can step into the hallway.
yes.
All right, so let's step into the hallway and
Alright.
see who's in that cell.
Right. So you immediately see more doors. There's obviously 2 more cells. So it's a total of 4 cells, and there's a locked door at the
An
end.
accursed
Right?
prison.
And who glances? Who looks into the cell
Into where
across?
the Medusa is kept prisoner.
It could be. So, so who's looking? There's like the viewport thing, right? So it's not
No better.
enormous. You 2 of you could, squeeze together if you want to look, but it's probably easier if just one person looks, right? Who's looking at the cell?
Cromwell's looking.
Tromwell. So you go over and you look, and so you sort of look down and you notice that there is this figure huddled up close to the door, right? So they're looking up at you because they figure this is the best place to hide, right? You can barely see them. It's an emaciated figure, right? It's a humanoid face with pointed ears and sunken cheekbones, and it almost looks like a corpse, right? And its eyes are slightly tilted, and almond shaped, right? And so it looks up at you and whispers and it says something in a hoarse voice, right? It's a high pitched voice, sounds female. It's dressed in tattered clothing, and you can hear Kervork recognizes the elven speech, right? And she's saying, please go away, don't kill us, don't eat us, please.
Eat you. Cromwell barely knows you.
No, it's speaking Elvish. It's not speaking.
Yeah.
Out of the way, Tromwell. Wait, let me see this. The young, so I'm poking my head in there. What are you doing here, miss? Come on, we'll save you.
Save me? You're not with the human invaders.
No, of course not. Of course not. What human
That
invaders?
thing is alive.
I joined Kervork and I say in Elvish, with a barbarous accent, of course, I say, how long ago were you attacked?
I don't know. It seems so long. We haven't had anything to eat or drink. I don't know. And says, please, is Borodrin alive still?
We don't think anyone lives in this tower. We are surprised to find you here.
And so she raises her voice and says, Borodrin, are
I-
you
I-
there?
So Trommel hears the screams of this thing and looks over these guys and says, that thing in there is alive. How could that be?
And that's when you hear the answering voice from the other cell
Tell Jason.
on
Just
this
right next to it.
adjacent cell right next to hers. Right. She says, Damai, I'm here.
These are locked, I presume, right?
Excuse me?
These are locked.
Yes, these are locked. And so you
So Trommel goes to the cell where that voice came from.
yeah, now you see a male in the same condition, emaciated. The skin is sunken. It's basically a skeleton with bones, right? It's just alive. It's a male. It's a male elf. and a
How the
female
devil
elf.
did you end up in there? Speak.
I translate. My friend wants to know how you ended up locked in here.
The human invaders. They seized the tower. They locked some of us here.
How long ago was this? It must have been.
I asked her. They don't know.
It seems weeks, months. We should be dead. I don't know how. They never came back.
This tower is a dark legend to the men who live nearby. There has been no recent war here, at least not with men.
No, there has not. And she says, we guard the tower. We guard the evil that dwells here and keep all other beings away.
Doesn't make any sense.
Can Laszlo, can you get these open or?
You want me to open the lock for this thing?
It's a starving elf. Come on, help us out.
There's no good elves in this area, man.
Well, we know. It's still...
These are like for real. These are.
Oh, Laszlo, quit being such a stick in the mud. I'm gonna go
They
check the
hunt
other.
dwarves for sport.
Yeah, we know.
And at that, Petrie just sort of like tilts his head and takes a step back and grabs his axe.
I mean, Peter, I don't think this one's going to be doing too much. You guys really think it's a good idea to open this lock?
Well, yes, they've been prisoners here forever. I'm gonna go check the other cell on the top.
I don't know if we can leave them here to die, my friend.
Just the humans. The humans came. They overran our defenses. They
Look at these wretched creatures. They're barely skin and bones.
Did we hear rumors of anybody recently raiding the tower successfully?
no.
In the city, no, right? It's like a big mystery.
No. Yes. All
It's
you
an
know
enigma.
is that the lights there's been strange lights for some time now.
What do you know of the shadows that flit about the top of this tower?
The shadows. They have called them up. It's what we feared. This place harbors dark sorcery. We cannot contain it. We cannot destroy it. It lay dormant. And we kept all outsiders away. But they overran our defenses. They must have triggered the dark magic.
Yeah, dark magic, terrible stuff. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm checking this other. Other cell, the one that we haven't seen any people in.
Right. The other one is empty. It's
Entirely empty. Okay.
Yeah.
So during all that Elven gibberish monologue business, there is a twang of metal, and the lock is unsuccessfully.
Nice.
That did not work out.
Oh, it did
Didn't work
not.
out.
No,
It didn't open.
no, I busted my stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, try well. We might need you to split these doors down.
I mean, that it sounds to me like that's passive aggressive, Laszlo. Right? Come on.
I don't think you can get through those doors, Lazo. They're made to be almost indestructible. They're prison cells.
Let us see. What is it? A test of strength or what is it?
Sure. But I mean, if you're going to hack it with the axe, I think you're going to hack it eventually.
Okay.
So yeah. So you start hacking at it, right? It makes quite a racket, but it works.
Oh.
And so, do you want to open the other one, Laszlo?
Well, let's start
I
with
can't.
one.
If I fail, I break my toes break until I level up.
Oh no.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
That's pretty rough.
That's
Yeah.
pretty rough. I hadn't read that rule.
I just put my hand on Laszlo's shoulder. So you
It's
remember
almost
that
like
thing?
it's a dungeon crawl.
Yeah.
Remember that, hey, don't feel so bad. Remember that thing where all of a sudden all the zombies looked at me and I was in big, sometimes you fail.
Could have been worse. Yeah.
Sometimes you fail, It's okay.
So anyway, I guess it's the same treatment for both, right? And so you liberate the elves, right? And they thank you. They say,
Jesus.
Here, have some food. Have some,
Trumwell.
well,
I mean, if they were, you're gonna wake the undead with all the racket you're making.
do you offer them some food or something?
oh yeah,
I
have
give
some
them-
hardtack.
Yeah, I give them a water skin, and I guess Kerber gives them food.
Right. So you see the strange look in their faces, right? They're eating this food, but there's a strange look to them, and they look at each other, and something seems off in the way they're, you figured if you've been starving for a while and somebody gave you food, you'd be licking your fingers, right? It'd be like,
But these guys eat human flesh, of course.
so they're sort of chewing through it and say,
Dispassionately.
thank you. It's
I'm gonna stand between them and Patriot.
we have lost count of the days.
Someone who's been starving for so long, you seem mildly uninterested in the food you've been given.
They're eating it, but they're not as enthusiastic as you would expect, and so they sort of look at each other and look at you and says, "We do not wish to insult your generosity, but this tastes like ashes in our mouths."
Oh,
I looked at Chitron and said, they say they don't like human food as much as elven food.
Perhaps
They say it needs salt.
perhaps they enjoy the taste of man flesh instead.
This is utilitarian fare, folks. Apologies, we do not have anything fancier.
We're grateful for your aid, but what will we do now? Escape from this place?
Run.
We must warn the others
others.
at Rio Village that the tower has been overrun.
Have you heard of this village?
No.
This is a big forest, right? So there's probably elves in it. Do you know of a way to deal with these shades?
Hold, please. Let me double check something before I steer you wrong.
Is that an equivalent to like a perception check here or something? Like, no.
What edition do you think you're playing there, son?
Hey, man.
Oh, that's like negative 20 XP right there.
Are you trying to? What are you trying to see? We could always do like an intelligence check, or
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to see if I notice anything odd about them, like, is there anything that looks supernatural about
well,
them?
you know what you could do. You have this. No, you're not a barbarian.
I'm not a barbarian.
He's too civilized. I never thought
too
I'd say this, but
civilized.
Cromwell is way too civilized.
Yes.
Because they have like this detect magic thing. Um, hmm. I don't know. I don't think that a regular person would be able to sense the presence of magic, right? Unless it was something.
Unless they're a necromancer, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, see, that would be more.
What do you want me
skill.
to do, Tron? Well, they look half dead. They've been here for a long time. They're elves. Elves have all kind of magic things about
But
them.
that's why you like
Who
them.
knows how they're? Who knows how they're by it? Yeah. Well, yeah.
There is something
Come on,
damn
they're
peculiar about these two.
Yeah, they're pointy ears and they live like a million years. They're elves. Come
That's
on.
true.
Just-
You know,
it's-
down here in the darkness for the devil knows how long they've been.
Listen, who knows about their anatomy and how who knows if they could hibernate like some of these, maybe they go into like a near death like stupor. I don't know. The literature only covers so much.
Well, I say that we should just let them go, both for their sake and ours.
I think so too. They're just going to slow us
We do
down.
not want them in the way. or
confused.
behind us.
So
Yep,
they say-
they can go alert their friends in the tower.
Well, what they said is
The village.
we need to go to the village. Come with us. There is a passage that leads downstairs beyond this door. And they point to the door to the west. There's a secret passage that leads outside. Maybe we can sneak out without being noticed by the rest of the tower. If the invaders have gone through with the ritual, and it looks like they have because the walls have been glowing, we need to escape via secret passages.
But
If-
is there no way to undo this ritual? It seems churlish to just leave these.
Well, the ritual, once enacted, it latches on to whoever leads the ritual. I suppose it must be the human with the Silveraxe. He seemed to lead the invaders, and they all bear this sigil on their coats.
Are they speaking in Elvish?
Elvish. It's.
Okay,
I'm
so I
sorry,
can't understand a word you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
No, but I translate it as best I can.
as they go.
So
Okay.
Laszlo and Cromwell can understand.
All right, so
What
that's
is
great.
this about? What is this about a man with a silver axe?
I was like, I'm a man. I have Silveraxe.
A human with bearing a silver dax came with a troop of his followers. It is they who invaded the tower.
Fellas, like let's say in common, like I bet you like all those zombies we encountered. I bet you that's what's left of the followers. This could be a really
Right,
ancient
the-
thing.
The
Yeah.
zombies do have the,
that patch.
the
Yeah,
axe.
that's right.
Badge.
So
The zombies
And I-
will have what, Eloy? I'm sorry.
They had the badge, looked like livery, right? I
Okay,
made a
yeah.
point of that since they had this badge
those
of the silver axe, right?
those could have been the original invaders these people are talking about. But I think we should just let them go and not not have them accompany us. And I don't think we should go with them. Trommel doesn't trust them. And besides, what are they going to do? They're harmless.
Well, we should at
They're almost
least see
No,
if
no
we
elf
can.
has ever harmed us.
We should at least see if we can stop this.
Right. We can go do it, but I think just let them go. Right.
Right. So
You tell me.
to tell your big friend with the axe to tear down this door to the prison cells. There's the stairways going down right outside.
Trommel, they said-
Because that will connect us to the right back to the other room.
Yeah, but we destroyed those
Right.
stairs.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yes, you did.
Mhm.
What about the ladder in the cave to the north? Will that get you out? If the stairs have collapsed. I tell them the stairs have collapsed.
The stairs have collapsed. Oh no. That means we must go up into the tower proper and exit through the main doors. The stairs lead up. There are carved stairs in stone in a rough-hewn chamber.
Hey, Helvorn, tell him about the giant skeletons that were in the room that direction. Weren't the giant skeletons?
Well, we only told them. They never saw them. We saw them.
Or we saw them. Okay.
Yeah.
What
So we
giant
just, you know,
skeleton?
Hey, Helvorn, quick update. The area she's talking about is there's some more of those giant skeletons up there. We kind of took one peek and turned back around.
Yeah,
well, what
that's
about? It's a different room, though. I think.
Yeah, it's down there. It's down
the
there.
skeleton is down here. Yeah.
Yeah, she's talking about the room up that where we found the secret door.
Yeah. Wait.
That's the
Right.
Oh,
stairs.
wait.
Top of the map,
Oh,
yeah.
Right. So this stairway is collapsed.
Gotcha.
This is the trap stairway.
right.
And so she's talking about the
Oh, going up.
the steps over here, they
all
go
the way
up. So they're saying if we can't go
Oh.
down, then we have to go up.
So,
I thought we were talking about the round.
She
room
says-
to the
She says
southwest.
we are on the second sub level. There's 3 levels down, and there's 3 levels above ground. So we go up 2 more levels, and we can find the exit. It's the main gate.
lady, there's a big hall to the west that has some sort of red glow. We only saw it through a portcullis. Do you know what's there?
That
Pillared hall.
that is a foul remnant of the builders of this place, the ancients who built this tower. They fashioned there's a chamber above. It's a sacrificial chamber.
Official chamber.
Yes.
Oh,
I
geez.
told you this is a place of dark magic.
Really? What happens in the sacrificial chamber? What kind of powers does that hold?
Really
Wait,
careful.
Lazo,
Really?
right.
What
Let's-
happens in
the chamber.
sacrificial chamber?
The chamber just above the hall with the gates that you saw, with the pillars and the bones. The chamber just above is the sacrificial chamber. And so when victims are sacrificed, their bodies are thrown down to lie in this abattoir. It hasn't been used in thousands of years, but that's where the bodies would go.
And what produces that glow?
It's the ritual that has been enacted. It's the thing that we have tried to keep hitting for centuries. It's a dark ritual. It's inscribed in the ritual chamber above.
No, we're burning. We're wasting time, guys. We gotta. I mean, let's go for these stairs.
Wait, so do you think we should look at the chamber below first, Kerwork, or go straight for the one above?
No, I think we should go above. I mean, they want to get out of here. They know the way. I mean, I'm trying to talk to them in time. Like, we might as well follow them. If anybody's going to get in trouble, I mean, hey, we let them out. So yeah, we let them go first. But big deal.
Would someone care to tell Trump what the devil is going on with these two?
We're gonna follow these nice people to where they up. They know where we're going.
Nice people.
And she says, but if we go up,
We're going to go to the sacrificial
I
chamber.
mean, yeah, they've been
If
talking
we go
about
up-
all the time.
Oh,
so
we're
Trump
gonna-
doesn't know what the hell's going on.
We're gonna follow the
if we go up through the stairs, we don't need to go through the sacrificial chamber. There are stairs that lead straight to the ground level, and from there to the exit.
Well, I mean, yeah, you want to exit. I mean, okay.
They want to go, right? They
They
don't
want
want
to go. Okay.
They
yeah.
don't want to. They don't want to mess with this. You guys, you do you, right? They're just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
get out of
Yeah,
here,
we're
man.
gonna follow them.
Game over, man.
Yeah, I get it. We'll
So
follow.
we
We'll
can
follow.
see
We'll follow them up.
At least follow them to the next stair, and then we can find our own way to this chamber. Maybe that's where we stop this.
Yeah.
Or Kerwork takes it over and becomes the lord of the world. We don't know yet.
That's it. We're in for some
Or-
pretty good now.
Or they're leading us to our slot.
All right, so let's go.
So which way are you going?
North.
What's been decided?
But which, I think, which north?
Right. So you don't have to open this door. You know where this door
No.
leads, right?
Okay.
So the question is, do you want to go to the stairs and climb up to the next level?
Yeah.
Or do you want to investigate the abattoir section?
I want to take a better look at the section. So now since we have the invisibility.
Okay.
Wow, calm down, R2.
So so where are you going again? You can look through the portcullis, right? And you know there's the giant skeleton down here.
Right.
Or straight to the carved steps leading up. You tell me.
I'm for leaving.
Oh, there was a funky red glow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
good.
what I'm talking
Right?
about.
Yeah.
Well, if we're in the sacrificial chamber, we'll be able to look down and see it anyway.
But why don't we take a closer look before we go up there? There's a portcullis, so we should be safe.
Right.
Okay, if you really want to do that.
Or you're invisible to undead now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can always go past the stone guardian, right?
Assuming
It was kind of risky.
Not the
Nice.
stone guardian, the skeleton, the giant
They
skeleton.
didn't like it just when the doors were opening by themselves. They, you don't want to attract too much attention when you're doing that.
I think we should look to the portcullis first to see if we got a better idea what that glow's coming from.
Okay, well then, I guess this is where we say adios. And you two go up the stairs and get out of here, and we're just going to take care of a couple things down here, and then we'll work on
good
ending this
riddance.
evil here, and you go get your reinforcements, and maybe we'll meet again.
So sure, they they nod when you say that, and then they sort of look and they see the elven bow in Helvorn's back, right? And they said, the bow, where did you find it?
I'm not sure. Where did you find it?
We've had it for a while.
Where did you find it?
It looks like one of our bows. Did you find it in a chamber, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Or did you take him off the body of one of our brethren?
Oh, goodness, no.
We
We're not-
pried it from the cold
Right,
hands
he
of
did.
one.
Heathens like you murder things.
Well, where did you
No,
guys get
there
the bow?
was
'Cause I don't know.
there was a secret chamber on our path. We
Ah,
popped in there, picked up a couple things.
yes, the weapons cache. And you've taken all that was in there? Could you give us a weapon or two? We don't know what lies beyond the stairs. Shouldn't we stay
Betrayed.
with you?
Give me the axe.
I can give him a couple of regular daggers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they, they look at the daggers and they look at you and they say, keep them.
These
Put them
brute
to good-
instruments.
You have certainly earned them, and we are grateful for your rescue. And we are grateful for these weapons. Do not tarry over long. We'll get to Rio Village and see if we can rally whoever's left. I don't know how many people, how many of our people are left, but we'll require aid in retaking the tower. Once you leave this place, head southwest. You'll come on it. It's about 10 miles from our position, southwest. We'll see if we can rally any surviving guardians and see about ending the curse. As I said, it's probably focused on the leader of the ritual. If we can kill him, the magic should go quiescent once more. But do not attempt to trigger the ritual yourselves. For one thing, it's already been triggered. We don't know what running it again would accomplish. And do not be tempted to enact it elsewhere, for it is a dark thing, and you meddle with it at the cost of your soul.
None of us would ever meddle with dark magics.
Of course not.
I Claire right at Carework.
Right.
Yeah, none of us.
Yeah. The only reason we have not destroyed it is we have no means. We have found no means over the centuries on how to do that.
If there's a way to destroy something, Cromwell's your guy.
Guys, give me a sec. I'll be right back.
John,
Sorry.
have anyone taken an axe to it?
The world is all about balance. Without dark, you can't show light. You know, it's just that sort of thing.
Have you tried plugging it in and unplugging it?
But no, but they said yes. It's multiple
Yeah.
means have been attempted to destroy it, and so far we have been
Yeah,
unsuccessful.
no question. They've tried
Yeah.
everything.
At that point, it was decided to keep watch and keep people away as best we could.
Understood. Well, best of luck to you. Hopefully we'll meet again.
All right.
Be careful on your way out.
And so they take off.
Good riddance.
Sorry about that. So I tell Lasso, they didn't seem so bad.
Trumwell tired of their elven cackle.
Well,
All right.
They seem quite dedicated to keeping some evil at bay, is all I'm saying.
You can breathe, you can believe an elf from these woods.
And what evil was this?
Well, they said something about an evil that they were guarding, and this group of men activated a ritual that is what seems to have released those shades that were flipping about the top of the tower.
Ah,
Yeah, they can't break it. I'm sorry, I don't.
So you guys head south as you're having this conversation.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's take a look through the
All right.
portcullis.
Are you closing the doors behind you?
Yes,
You're
yeah.
leaving
Yes,
them
absolutely.
open. Okay.
Quietly, we're doing it quietly.
Of course.
Yeah.
So you make your way south, back through the chamber, back through the door that Trumwell destroyed, down the
We're not
stairs.
closing that one.
Yeah, Trumwell. Yeah, well, you don't bother trying to close that one, but you do close this one here to the chamber, and so you lean against the pillars, and I guess you can see a little bit further down, and you see
can we fit through the pillars, or are they too narrow, or are they too close
This
to
is
each
not
other?
portcullis, right?
Oh, okay,
yeah, the
okay.
portcullis you would have to like bend bars, lift gates your way through it. Let's see.
I wonder if the bars to keep us out or them in.
Yeah, it's piles of skulls and bones litter corners and walls that you can see. Now that you know what to look for, right? You can see that the ceiling is about 15 feet high, and you can just make out an opening in the ceiling. It's not the C. Forget the C. There's no C. That's a typo, actually.
There's no copyright infringement here.
Yeah, there's actually a typo because I'm not sure what that C is supposed to be, because this funny square thing is meant to be the thing in the ceiling, right? So
Do we see the source of the glow? Or is it like a general thing?
No, it's focalized, right? It's coming from the back. And so, if you send Petrie back to like a ways back, right? So that the light doesn't bother you from the torches, right? Now, once the area is dark again, your eyes become accustomed to the darkness, right? And so you can see that there's something glowing in there. Let's say around the location of that C marked, right? Because it's it's good a place as any. And so once your eyes become really accustomed to it, you notice the glow, and you see what seems to be at least part of a crystal that's glowing in a somewhat reddish or orange light. And again, it's partially covered because there's skulls and bones and whatnot, but you can see that that's the source of the thing.
Was that sort of akin to the crystals that what's her name told us to look out for?
Exactly like that.
Oh, we got to get in there.
Amber colored.
I can't remember if it's amber or orange glowing, but whatever it is, we're gonna go with that.
It's
Samuel,
that.
Yeah.
maybe we can
That's the
combine.
one.
Maybe we can combine our might and see if we can lift this thing.
Ah! What is it? 40%? Is like feats of strength or something? Extraordinary feats of strength?
Let's yeah.
Can I give him a bonus?
That gives you a percentage, right?
Yeah,
So
40%.
So let's if Helvorn is helping, add his percentage to yours, right? So
I can give you 24, so it's 64%.
there you go.
0.6, my friend.
That's what I'm talking about. So you managed to
Extraordinary.
it
That's
creaks and makes some noise.
This was our Conan and Bombata moment.
Right.
Bombata!
Bombata.
Help, Bombata, help.
And so you managed to get inside, right? I presume you wedge it somehow.
Yeah.
Right.
With anything we can, yes.
And you start making your way through the bones, right? And so there's crunching of bones going on. And then once you've walked like 10 feet into this room, the bones start to shake and move. And, the whole mounds of bones are now moving, right? And it's skulls with rib bones and femurs and multiple sized bones, right, are just congealing into these masses that are animating, and they're starting to move about, right? And the only reason you're not getting attacked is because you have this nice little spell about you.
What do these creatures look like?
It's a mound, an amorphous mound of bones, right? It's masses.
Golem.
Basically, yeah, it's like a bone golem type of thing, right? So it's multiple skulls, multiple bones of different shapes and sizes, some intact, some broken, right?
So,
and
like this.
yeah, kind of. It would be like like I don't know, like a Shoggoth or an amoeba or something, but instead of gooey stuff, it's just a bunch of bones moving together as a mass, right? It's extruding feelers, if you will, which are basically just
it's like kind of shouting to her.
That's it.
Don't move. Don't move. Anybody. And I'm making a beeline for this crystal.
All right. So
what kind of devilry is this?
Stop talking. I make just act natural. It's okay. I can't see you. Just don't do anything stupid.
So let's do a test of dexterity. I think is what we're gonna do. Where's my GM screen?
I don't know.
Here it is. The official Northwind Adventures Hyperborea 3rd edition GM screen.
Oh, nice. There we go. Yep, yep.
Test of dexterity. Okay.
Test of dexterity. So 3 and 6 for myself.
Okay, so
Or
Go for it.
This is not a feat. This is a test.
This is a test. Whoever.
This is
Whoever's-
only a test.
This is only a test.
I got a 3.
well,
Excellent.
who's doing what?
So who's doing it? Because Kervork is beelining it for the crystal.
That's right. Yeah.
So you got to do a dexterity feat of dexterity to avoid, stepping onto these creatures, right?
A test or a feat?
I made mine.
Test. I think test because feat is a very difficult one.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Feet is like 8%.
Yeah.
No, I fail.
Uh-oh.
So I'm so intent on getting
Right.
this thing,
And so you sort of you're doing fine. You're evading, you're looking down, you're keeping your eye on the thing. The bones are moving. And so you're sidestepping multiple of these. But at the very last minute, once you're approaching the gem, the mass of bones around it sort of knocks it to the side and at the same time protrudes toward where you were moving at, right? So you stumble onto it and it reflexively attacks you. And so let's see, there's a penalty to attacks because it's
So
blind.
melee ensues.
All right, so they have a -4 to attack you, which is pretty
Well, that's good because my armor class is not good.
because they're blind, right? Basically.
Yeah, they're blind.
All right, so let me check real quick. Thank God for bookmarks on the rule book. Of course, I moved it, but should have
Very
kept
nice bookmarks. Mr. Flanagan put in the books.
two book. There we go.
The metal variety. The
Nice.
undecipherable title.
All right. So what's your armor class?
I'll be an 8, sir. 8. All I have is dexterity.
No, 4, 8. No, okay. So you narrowly managed to avoid the like a tentacle made of bones, right? It just crashes into the ground right where you were a second ago.
You avoid the
And-
tentacle.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
What are the rest of you doing? Are you just staying behind and letting Kervork do this thing? Are you going with him?
No, I went with him.
Oh, okay. So
Why
you're with him.
that's why I threw the feet of the dexterity.
Right. So, but you succeeded. So you managed to avoid stepping on the thing.
I'm
I'm
screaming
the
trouble.
opposite
Don't attack
direction.
it. Don't attack it. Don't attack it.
No,
Best.
I'm going for the amber stone. But
All right. So after Kervork sidesteps, you do manage to grab the crystal.
Yeah.
So
Look at Tremel. Tremel.
what's the plan? Going back?
yeah,
Well, I'm like looking
I
at
went
Red
back.
Tremel. I'm trying to look at Tremel. Tremel. They can't see you, but they can see that.
Too late. I'm running back.
Tremel.
All right. Give me another feat of dexterity.
Fuck. Six.
But I used.
Uh-oh.
When I used mine, I ran for the portcullis. Like I ran back to the bars.
You're running away.
Yes, I am.
All our times and
So what's your armor class, Trommel?
14. Here but now.
14?
No,
Wait,
your
14?
armor class cannot be 14.
It is
Armor
14.
class.
No, it's
No,
not.
no.
Oh,
Wrong game.
Oh
Yeah.
man, negative 40 XP.
No,
Perception
your
check.
armor class maybe a 5 or a 4, maybe.
Oh. Sorry. Yeah. Armor class is 5. Sorry.
5. There we go. All right.
I'm gonna say there's
that
no way
is-
yours is higher than mine.
Yeah, no. I was looking at the Toledo class.
Minus 10,000 DKP.
So again, minus 50 DKP. 50 DKP minus.
I felt like Silverio there for a minute.
All right. So again, the mass of skull of bones falls right next to you with snapping skull mouths, right, trying to bite upon you, but you manage to sidestep it and make it all the way to the portcullis. How about Kervork?
Kervork is like running frantically after Tromwell. They're just scared to death that he's going to lose this thing.
Give me the test of dexterity.
Of course, running frantically and failing frantically. I roll 6.
no.
I'm like tripping and stumbling, and
And your armor class is 8, if I remember
is 8, yeah, it is
correctly.
8,
Oh
yeah.
man, look at that! You're so lucky.
Yeah.
To do.
Okay, so I'm like tripping over one of these tentacles.
So you actually stumble over the massive
Yeah,
tentacles
yeah.
and sort of flip to the other side without getting hurt, right?
Yeah.
The thing is flailing wildly, but you manage to make it back to the portcullis.
We should run, guys. We should run. We should run, but we've got what we're looking for. That's awesome. That's awesome. This is great.
You should have run a while ago.
And so what we're going to do, because I'm not going to remember later, is I'm going to give you the price for the thing. And I don't remember what the lady said it was worth, but I'm going to give you 3,000 gold pieces for that crystal when you turn it in.
Yeah.
So
Those are
Worth
worth
I feel like that's
Elwarn, write it down on the ledger, my friend.
It's written.
right. So yes, good choice in picking up the glowing crystal. So yeah. So back to the stone steps, I suppose.
onward and upward. Yeah, absolutely.
Or are you
Come on,
gonna
baby,
yeah.
don't
that's-
fear the reaper.
And so you make your way back to the stairs and go up. And so this means that I need to change the page that I'm at. Where are my notes? Right here.
Good job, Tromwell. I was really convinced. But next time, just let me do it. I was doing okay.
Were you?
Almost brought the whole thing crashing down on us. Like, Kermore can't completely give Tromwell a compliment without just chastising him.
I saw that, Aloy.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
checking something.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me make this needs to be smaller.
No good that's gonna come from those dice.
Here we go.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Baked Flavors, barbecue flavor, delicious.
So you
And by Diet Coke.
you climb
Pick your
the
champion.
steps, right?
Well, morbid one.
And so you're coming from here. I'm gonna mark it with something. I should make like a little I need another color. Hang on.
Well, morbid one. It only goes to show that evil paths are trodden swiftly.
What?
As Tromwell said, evil paths are trodden swiftly.
Evil paths are trodden swiftly.
Oh, I thought you were quoting Rings of Power for a second. No, that does make sense.
Okay, so you're coming from the red dot, right? That's the direction you're coming up. And so you hit this intersection, which is basically a T-shaped intersection. It's just a little crooked, right? So one leg goes north and one goes south, and the one going north is more steps.
Yeah, so I'm sure that's where our friends went, but we want to go to the
But
sacrificial
we should
chamber.
go south if we want to go to the sacrificial chamber.
You need the sacrificial chamber, yeah, absolutely.
All right. And so you start moving along this path. And then the hallway opens up and there's a pair of broken doors Let me double check this for a second. Okay, so actually, there's light coming from this direction, right? And when you hit this threshold, you see this enormous room. It is pretty huge.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Enormous.
Cromwell gets that a lot.
Dadgum, he goes to Europe and comes back all European.
Aye. Slowly but surely, the light begins to reveal.
Well, this place is lit up.
Well, yeah.
So
Is anybody else concerned why Aloy is being so careful?
well, I don't want to reveal any
No.
other.
I know. I'm very concerned about what you don't want to reveal.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's gonna be fine.
And that's a big guy right
It is
there.
in plain sight now.
And
Oh, hey, look,
sacrificial
there's
altar.
There
yeah.
we
This
go.
chamber.
And so there's light. These two little circles right here
Mhm.
are braziers, right? And they're lit with green fire. It's the same green glow you've been seeing from all the areas, from the cracks in the mortar, right?
Mhm.
So there's 4 pillars guarding this place, and there's an altar, the described sacrificial altar, and there's a large statue of a demon, right, with horns standing there, and it seems to be holding a large stone tablet, like a block of stone, right? Like large rectangular block of stone. It's basalt, and you can see from here the glittering of carvings on the massive stone that this huge figure is holding in front of the altar, right in front of itself, right? So it's looking at you.
Right. Yeah. So it's like a tablet like Moses would have brought down with writing on it.
Right,
But it's not a commandment.
enormous, right?
Oh yeah. Now I need to copy this down. This is fantastic. This is exactly the right thing. And I'm kind of just starting to go down the stairs, the first set of stairs, just completely entranced. And what are the eyes of this big statue made out of?
That's important.
That's important to know. That's
It's important. They should be some sort of crystal, shouldn't they? It's
And there's
tradition.
3 doors, right?
Oh, yeah.
One on the left and 2 on the
Yes.
south.
Yes, it's tradition that there should be yeah.
Tradition.
I think they're not the yellow glowing crystals, but they're other gemstones, right? Maybe rubies. Rubies is the traditional one, right? Like
Yeah, it is.
large rubies.
fantastic.
or
And I'm just
something.
I'm abandoning all caution and just going down the steps.
We don't see anything. I'm covering the room with my bow. We don't see anything moving around.
No, not at first glance, but as Kervork is approaching, so you are sort of on this dais, right? It
Yeah.
goes down a couple of steps, then it goes back up a couple of steps, and once you're approaching the altar right here, that's when you see the gigantic snake uncoiling from the shoulders of the demonic looking statue,
Good feeling gone.
and looking at you in unfriendly terms. And this is probably a good place to end it.
Yeah, I've got literally my book, my book in my hand. I've got the quill out, ready to write.
Great to take notes.
I'm like, this is great. It's good feeling gone.
Does
Yeah.
not
This is the the thing that they told you not to muck with, that's exactly what you're going to go take notes from.
Well, of course it is. Yeah, no, I
Of
know.
That
course,
tracks.
we knew that. Everybody
Listen,
knew that.
All that Kermark is hearing when those elves are saying that is like blah blah blah. They did it wrong. This is the greatest thing in the world.
Yes.
This is so cool. This is the coolest thing ever. You need to absolutely go there because they just did it wrong. You can do it right.
Nice.
You know, so
Cool.
Oh my goodness.
I love
So-
how Laszlo loves every second of these antics. That's the best
Oh,
part.
yeah. So, and yeah, I'll point out, guys, just so you don't think I'm just trying to be an ass. Eloy gave me a thing that I am believing in. So
Yes.
oh, no, I get it.
It's
Okay.
rumors. It's
Yeah, we
rumors,
know, we
right?
know.
It's and some are correct and some are not.
Right.
And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe they hunt the dwarves when they're not kept prisoner and starving, and
No, that just makes Laszlo much more colorful.
No,
Yeah.
and the truth is that they could both think themselves good because they're holding this evil at bay and think dwarves are inferior animals to be hunted. I mean,
Mhm.
right? These are aliens. These are not people.
Yeah.
one thing does not necessarily negate the other.
Right.
Yeah.
Drummond just thought it out that these things were down in the darkness alive for such a long time. I mean that's
Well,
wholly
that's
Yeah.
that's a good observation. I think
Oh, no,
that
of
was
course it is.
that was
Of course
made
it is.
clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Kermark's just thinking, listen, these are magic things.
That's,
Forget-
that's why I had asked, are there any rumors of a recent battle, right? So
Right.
that puts the time into context.
Right.
all signs point to like there's something being really, really wrong, but like they're elves. I mean, who knows that much about elves? Or they're strange creatures. And besides, the really exciting thing is like all the dead stuff around here.
Pretty much they frolic in the forest. That's what most people know. We didn't know about the dwarf eating, but hey.
Yeah, who knows if they really have to eat? Who knows?
All I know is that the sea is never wrong.
Oh God.
Oh, sorry, the sea is always right.
50 DKP minus.
The
Yeah.
sea is always right.
Yeah. And
Right.
I don't know how
I gotta get some nausea medicines now.
I just don't understand. How does Kermark get himself in so much trouble all the time? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand.
But like, how could he possibly resist this? I mean, this is like exactly his, right up his alley. Evil black ritual. I mean, like, well, no, evil. That's misunderstood. Dark magic. You see, people just think, people like put all these. Listen, people put all these negative stereotypes on dark magic. Okay, it's unfair. It's unfair. It's not right. It's called just misunderstood magic, different magic,
You do you, man.
alternate magic.
Those
good
books,
Magic.
it's funny because those books I was reading literally, it's a ranger, a necromancer, a thief, and there is a berserker, but he's like a nobleman who in battle turns into a berserker. The only thing we're missing is the healer. They treat the necromancy in a really interesting way because there's always the moral quandary, right? Because she draws on death for her power.
Right.
There's always the moral quandary when things get desperate.
Mm-hmm.
Should she release the raids even though they won't discriminate? So it's really interesting.
Well, the answer is always yes.
I guess if you're immoral, yes.
Well, listen, I just warn my friends, take cover. Don't attack anything, right now.
Yeah, the necromancer in the book never does that nifty invisibility trick. That would have been useful.
Yeah.
That's a super powerful spell.
It is, it is, and especially, using these alternate roles. I mean, but like, they kind of like last. But the cool thing is, it lasts a long time.
And it's a niche. The thing is, it's a niche thing, right?
So it's very
it
niche.
works. It's like when we were fighting the troll, I was doing massive damage because that's what the ranger does, right?
Wait, but I think you when you read the spell, it said that like intelligent undead have a chance to like.
Yeah, they have to be pretty.
Bypass it. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to be pretty. That's pretty. A lot of hit dice too.
So that,
So
and
it's
that
not
means it's
like-
only, if it's intelligent on that, it means it's only NPC on that. No PC on that could break
Ever break it. No, but
it.
Exactly.
I should check it to check what the hit dice is. It's like
It's pretty.
10?
It's pretty high. It's pretty high actually. So
Like if we run into an undead that can see us, we need to run the other way. It's like
Is it like Cheech and Chong high or not quite as high as that?
yeah, something like that. Yeah, man. Hold on.
it's 420 high.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, loyal viewers. I take no responsibility for these. Invisibility.
I don't even
to
know why I
undead.
said that.
Oh yeah, invisibility undead. Intelligent undead creatures of 10 or more hit dice can make sorcery saving throws
Okay.
if the spells are zipping approach within 30 feet. Otherwise, if successful, they would discern the spell's recipient as an apparition of sorts. Now this one, interesting. This one is gives a duration where the other one didn't. It's 2 hours per caster level. So it's still pretty powerful. It's
Yeah.
like 6 hours or something like. I think I'm third level, so it's like 6
That's
hours.
awesome. That's one of those niche things that it's not frequently useful, but when you need it and you have it, it's
Yeah.
like, oh man. So that's cool.
Yeah,
But,
and
but you're
the-
kind of
Yeah.
you're hamstrung because of the instant you attack anything, it's all over. It doesn't have to be an undead thing. It's like anything.
Right. All right. Cool.
So good session. folks.
So I
Yeah.
should be able to play next Thursday. Hopefully we can make it
Right on.
happen.
Yeah.
Isn't it, well, next Thursday, right? Isn't when's okay, no, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is
Two
2
days.
weeks, right?
Yeah,
So,
All right,
but
so-
next week is the 17th, so maybe we can get another
She's
session.
only
I should be good.
17.
That should be good.
17.
Excellent. All right, I think that's it,
Now,
guys.
now we're playing Winger. Oh God.
Yeah.
He's only 17.
Yeah, be careful, guys. We don't want to have. I have